Hello, Chem 102. Today I will be explaining to you Topic 15, Video B. Let's practice two different questions about finding empirical and molecular formula. These are the two questions. Let's begin with question number 1. We have a compound containing carbon, sulfur, and chlorine. The compound is 10.4% carbon, 27.8% sulfur, and it's asking us to find the empirical formula. So far, this is what we know, the percentage of each carbon and sulfur. In order to find the percentage of chlorine, we add to get our total percent of 38.2 and subtract that from the 100%, which gives us 61.8% chlorine. Our next step is to find the moles of each. The mole formula is given mass of each divided by the molecular mass of each element. The masses of chlorine, carbon, and sulfur respectively are shown: 35.45 grams per chlorine, 12.01 grams per carbon, and 30.97 grams per sulfur. For carbon, we were given 10.4% out of the 100%, so we use 10.4 grams as the given mass. That divided by the molecular mass gives us 0.859 moles. Same step goes for chlorine. 61.8% was found to be chlorine. We divide that by 35.45, which is chlorine's molecular mass. That gives us 1.7433 moles of chlorine. Finally, for sulfur, we have 27.8 grams, which was given, divided by the molecular mass, 30.97 grams, to give us a total of 0.8976 moles. Now, to find what the question is asking for, the empirical formula, we're going to use the smallest value, which was from carbon, and divide them to simplify. Carbon goes into itself one time. Chlorine simplified gives us 2.01, and sulfur simplified gives us 1.04, which we'll approximate to 1. Our empirical formula and the answer to this is 1 carbon, 1 sulfur, and 2 chlorines, giving us CsCl2. The second question is asking us to find the number of atoms, which can be done through the molecular formula. If a compound with a molar mass of 84 grams per mole has the empirical formula of CH2, how many atoms are in one molecule of this compound? So again, we have our given masses. For carbon, 12.01 grams, and for hydrogen, 1.008 grams. We would add up to get the total molecular mass of CH2, 12.01 grams, plus 1.008 grams times 2. That times 2 is for the 2 molecules of hydrogen in CH2. We get a total mass of 14.026. Now, from our given information of 84 grams per mole, we divide that by 14.026. We get 5.988, which we approximate to 6. Now, CH2 is our empirical formula, and based on our given mass, we multiplied the empirical formula by 6, giving us the molecular formula. 6 carbons from our original value gives us C6, and 6 times hydrogen, which we originally had as H2, gives us H12. So our new molecular formula would be C6H12. As you can see, C6H12 is a times 6 ratio of CH2. Now, going on to answering the question, which asked for how many atoms are in one molecule. So our compound of C6H12 has 6 carbons and 12 hydrogen, giving us a total of 18 particles in one molecule of CH2 with a mass of 84 grams per mole. Thank you, Chem 102, and I hope you understood this lecture.